Okay, Simikuf Pei Aleph Hilchus Tayin V'Niton V'Eidus. No, 1 second. Yeah, right. That's yeah, Sif Hey. Right, Sif Hey. Yeah, that's also LeBaldin LeSaper Inyan Amishba Lefnei Adayin Shalei B'Fnei Baldin Chaveri. He's not allowed to. One Baldin is not allowed to go say over anything into another Baldin. I'm saying to the Dayan unless the other guy is with him, meaning the guy is fighting. And he shouldn't even go in front of the Dayan before the other ones. Because if you see that you're in front of the Dayan before the other guy's there, so of course it's going to look like you were shooting off your mouth and giving your own opinion, not in business. Vov, Kishem Shadayan Lekech Sheikhar Afilus Lazakas is a Zaka over Balaisa. Even if let's say you know for sure you're 100% correct, but you never know how the Dayanim are going to paskin, so you decide to give some bribery, right? To make sure that you're going to win, but you're 100% in the right. You're still over on a Loisase. And meaning the Dayan is over on Loisase, and the one who gives him is over on the Loisase of Lifnei Iver Loisitein Michshel. Because really the Dayan that's over for taking it, but the plaintiff or whichever side is over on Lifnei Iver. Zayin also Liton Sheker B'chol Inyan. You're not allowed to lie in any Indian. Even if you know you're 100% correct. But if you say the truth, you're going to be chayev based on, let's say, procedural things. You still can't lie. Right? Unfortunately, this comes up, meaning, let's say, Lamashal in traffic court. So you know you're 100% right, and the cop gave you a ticket anyway. So the shaila is, can you lie in order to get yourself out of it? So the Kitzur is saying no. Now it could be that this is not the same case because that's from the government, and it's to goyim, etc. But certainly from a yid to a yid it would be a problem. This is what the Gemara says. In Shavuos, yeah. Tana Rabbana. Minayin l'noshim b'chaveri, pira shehilva l'chaveri. How do we know somebody who lends money to his friend? Mana, he lent 100. Shelo yamer atenu b'masayim. He says, I want to get 100. He owes me 100. So how am I going to guarantee myself 100? I'm going to say he owes me 200. K'dei sheyoydeli b'mana v'yischayev li shvua, so that he'll be moided to me that he owes 100. Then he's going to be chayev a shvua. V'agalgal of shvuas shvua v'makamacha, and then I'm going to put a shvu on him from someplace else. Stay away from sheker. And how do you know if a person is tining on his friend 100 and he tines 200 shaloyim or aloiva? So this is the other way. The first one was the malva overshooting it so that he at least gets paid back what he's supposed to. And this is the loiva saying echberenu bebezdin. I'm going to deny the whole thing of Bezdin, but I'm going to be made them outside of Bezdin. So that I won't be chayav a shvua, and they're not going to make me make a shvua from someplace else. So how do you know that the leva can't do this? Midvar sheker tirchak. You have to stay away from lying. Let's say you have 3 people who lent one guy money. So now these 3 guys have a good idea. So one of them will go after him for the money. And 2 of them will be witnesses. So then they will be able to take the money, and then they'll be able to split it. That it's also a lie. Meaning, because not all 3 of them are tining on him. 2 of them are not witnesses. They're all complaining. Fine. Sometimes the Balidinim hire people, they choose for themselves people that are going to make up Shara. The compromise in Betzir of Bezdin or Shalai Bezdin, whether they're doing it with Bezdin, without Bezdin, with a mediator. For Davar Zehagan who, and that's a good thing. Shekol echad hu mitzad b'schusay shel zeh asher b'chara. That because each one is going to represent their tzad that who took him v'yetze pesher karoi, and the pshara is going to go karoi v'davka l'tzad b'derech hayosher, but that's only to go with the derech hayosher. Aval chalila loy la'avis is a pesher, but chas v'shalom to mess with the compromise. Shekashem shem was shalei lahatis is a din. The same way we're warned not to mess with the din, to lean it in one way that we feel, even though it's not correct. You also have to make sure that you don't mess with the compromise either. Fine, test. B'nei Yair shemavidin lem bezdin. So if you have a B'nei Yair that made that appointed bezdin, tzrichen leida sheyesh b'chol echad mehem shiva dvarim elu, you have to make sure that every dayan in the bezdin has these 7 things. Chochma b'Torah. They have to know Torah. Anova, they have to be humble. Yira, they have to have Yir Shemayim. Sinas Mammon, they have to hate money. Afilu Shalem, they even have to hate their own money. Avas Emes, they have to love the truth. Avas Abrias Lahem, and they have to, meaning they have to be loved by others. Bali Shem Tov Masem, and they have to have a good Shem Tov in their actions. V'cholamayim Dayan She'enu Hagun, and if you appoint a Dayan who's not Hagun, over the Leisa says, over the Leisa, Shenemar Leisakiru Pana B'Mishpat. What do not literally means don't recognize a face in judgment. Don't go recognizing a certain person to appoint him as the judge by saying he's wealthy, krayvi, or he's my relative, so I'll put him into the meaning. You cannot use protexia in order to hire a dain. Any dain who does get appointed for money, also lamid lefanov, you are not even allowed to go to his court, or to even give him any other covered. Fa'alav darsha Rabbi Seinu zal elikei kesef. Well, it's really elihei kesef, elihezov loy sasu lachem. Do not make yourself gods of silver and gods of gold, which normally means not to make avodah zarah. But we dash in the pasuk to mean that you shouldn't make wealthy, well-connected people to be the dayanim. Yura Shem Dahem Chachamim Haruyim Lias Dayanim. What happens if you have a city and they don't have Chachamim who are right to be Dayanim? So Mamanim Atoivim Chachamim Shemem L'das Anshe Yair. So then they appoint the Toivim and the Chachamim of them, according to what the people from the city appoint. Since the Bnei Yair are Makabel themselves, Ein Achar Yachal Paislan, nobody can come and make them puzzle. Choma Sem Yulashe Shemaim, and everybody's Masayim should be L'Shem Shemaim. I don't know if anybody has any idea what's going on in a certain city with what they did now. I hope nobody does know about it, but if you do, that's what the Kitzur is talking about. Fine. Yud Aleph. Call Misha Yedei Edus L'Chavera. So if you know Edus for your friend, and you're right to say the Edus, meaning let's say you're a Balavera, so you're not allowed to be an Eid. But let's say you are right. And your friend is going to gain something from your testimony.
Excuse me, is that Yud Beis?
I got Yud Aleph. You have Yud Beis?
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
What do you have for Yud Aleph?
I wrote you Shem Bohem Chachamim.
That's Yud Aleph? That's Yud Aleph?
Yep.
I don't, and 1 second. That's Yud Aleph.
I
don't know. You had a different version by other times also, no?
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
I don't know. No, I mean, I wonder. We'll track it after. We'll see where you have something different.
Okay. There was someone else who also did.
Yeah. Who else? Henoch, I think. Henoch had. Anyways, okay. So Bezdin, and he's saying to him, "I need you to come say edus to me in Bezdin. Chayiv Laila, you're required to do this, right? Bein sheyesh oid aid echad imay, whether there's another aid with him, bein shehu levada, whether he's alone. V'im kava shedu, so meaning, well, what's an aid echad going to do? We know aid echad doesn't work for anything in the Torah. But we're going to see in the next sif that an eid echad can make somebody have to make a shvua. So there is a reason to have to say eid echad. Vim kavash edusa, and if he crushes his edus, meaning if he hides it, chayav b'din yishamayim. Then it's chayav b'din yishamayim. V'also l'adam lahayid b'davar she'enu yedea. And it is also, but it's also also meaning. So if you know edus, yavar and isser, if you don't say edus, you also can't make things up. Also, l'adam lahayad b'davar she'enu yedea. Afa pisha amar lo adam she'yedea by she'enu mishaker. Let's say somebody tells me, let's hearsay, right? Somebody tells me, don't worry, just go testify. I'm telling you, this guy, he's a liar, or whatever it is. Afilu amar lo habal din. Bay v'amoyd im eid echad sheyesh li. Go stand next to an eid echad that I have. Don't say edus, just go stand there. So like this, the guy that owes me money that I'm going to court against will see you standing there and you use it as a decoy. He's going to think I have two edim. Then he's going to get scared. So he's going to admit it to me. He said, "Lo yishama, don't listen to him and don't do that. Shenemer again, midva sheker tirchak." Fine. Yud Beis. Ha te'ed echad meid. How long ago did I lose everybody?
You didn't lose
You said
everybody.
you'd base, and then I lost you.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I got knocked off. It's amazing. Every Wi-Fi I go on, no matter what, gets knocked off at some point. I don't know.
think
You only
it's
knocked
you. I
off
think
for
it's
like you only
Zoom.
knocked off for like 10 seconds.
What?
Yeah, I don't
You only
think it's
just
you. I
knocked
think
off for
it's
10
Zoom.
seconds.
What do you say?
You only knocked off for like 10 seconds.
You're on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I
don't
know
think it's
you're
you.
not
I think it's
fighting.
Zoom. It's having connectivity problems.
Good by me.
Somebody else is knocking me off.
I'm okay.
Don't like what I'm saying.
You just
All
had the
right.
right fifth.
That's the admin.
Anyways,
The admin's
okay.
knocking you off.
What?
I said the admin, somebody's not liking what you're saying, so they're knocking you off.
I hear. I'm just reading the Kitzur. I'm not saying anything. Unless maybe what I said about Lakewood before, maybe.
Oh,
All
so
right.
you just said the city. You didn't say the city before.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Google already had the case. I texted to you.
Okay. Okay, Yud Beis. Hodei Echad Meid. So Dafka B'Davar. Is that what I'm saying? Yeah. So Dafka B'Davar Shebamammon. This that Eid Echad say Eidos is only in financial things. The Mahani Gam Eid Echad Linin Shvua, because an Eid Echad can require a Shvua. V'chein B'Dvar Isser, and also if he has to say testimony of Dar Isser, and Madayin Le Nasa Isser, if the Isser wasn't done yet, Yoyed Shalot Kidei La Rushe Meisura, he'll say Eidos in order to get Bezdin to separate you from doing an Isser. Meaning, back then Bezdin had the power to just force people not to do Isurim, and people were required to listen. They put him into Chayr, and they could punish him, etc., etc. So this guy to come say to Bezdin, this friend of mine is about to be over on this Isser, that Isser. So even if you're an Eid Echad, you're allowed to go do that to make Bezdin aware of it. Aval. In Kfar Nasa Isser, but if this was already done, Lo Yoyed Eid Echad, then don't go in front of the Bezdin. The Kiman Eid Echad Einu Neman, and Eid Echad is not Neman. Einu Yela K'Motzi Shemra Chaveri, he's being Motzi Shemra. Right? There's nothing Bezdin could do with this, so don't say it to them. Right? Which comes up a lot in summer camps and in yeshivas when the teacher wants somebody to rat out somebody else. Right? So can you rat them out? And the pashta says you cannot rat them out. There's nothing to be gained. Right? Unless unless there's a tayelis for the thing, unless it's dangerous and this and that. Okay, Yud Gimel, Hanoita Schar Laheid. Let's say somebody gets paid to say Edus. Edus Betela, his Edus is bottle. V'davka Kishikvar Roa Maisa. But that's only when he already saw the Maisa. The Mechuyiv Lahayd Bechinam, that he's Mechuyiv to say Edus for free. Have a Leilich, Lira says the Indian, but let's say he's a forensic investigator or something like that. And they want to bring him down there to go check it out. Aid Badavar, that afterwards he should be an aid. Mutar Lo Likach Schar. For that, he can take money. Avarak schar roy lefia tircha shaloi. Only schar that's roy is not anything more than that. Meaning you can't go ripping people off, charging them a lot of money. If it's the same thing, if it's a tircha of him to go in front of Bezdin, he could take the schar tircha be'ad tircha zu towards Roy for this tircha. But he cannot take any more than that. I think in America they pay witnesses. No, certainly they pay witnesses for this type of thing. Yeah. All right, we will stop there. Temporarily, everybody should have a fine night.